This has to be the saddest person on the internet by far. And I would have given that description to Virginago, but at least Virginago is self aware to some extent. He is embarrassed by his own life. That's why he comes on the internet, lies about himself, tries to impress people by pretending to be somebody he's not, because he knows nobody wants to be friends with some 42-year-old virgin living with his parents. This Albert person, on the other hand, his life is a complete wreck and he doesn't care. Like, he's completely oblivious to how sad his life is and he doesn't want to improve it whatsoever. Like, he's obviously homeless. He wanders the streets 24/7. He can't see his two daughters. He has another man raising them, and he has to pay that man to raise them through child support. He doesn't even have a bank account. Like, so obviously his only financial resources are the small change he's carrying in his pocket, which is obviously nothing. So it's a complete disaster. And as I've previously pointed out, his life is just a hamster wheel of nonsense. It's going nowhere. Like, how long have we known Albert? 4 years at least. How has he improved in those 4 years? Okay, because all I know is he's been relentlessly talking shit about other people instead of focusing on his own life, worrying about his own life. Okay, and he's this big anti e-beggar and he hates charities. Now, I have never donated to a charity. I have no intention of donating to a charity. But this guy should be the biggest advocate for charitable organizations. He should be banging on their door asking for help. Like, what is the point in this guy coming on the internet ranting about e-beggars? What does that achieve? Okay. Now, on the flip side, imagine if he came on the internet, he was nice to the e-beggars, he supported the e-beggars, and then he turned on Patreon. He turned on PayPal. Okay, what would happen then? All of the e-beggar YouTube channels, their subscribers might actually send a few donations his way. That would be more beneficial than what he's been doing for the past 4 years. Okay? Like, what is the point in all of this? So let's look through some of his videos here. Like, all these random people he's talking shit about. He has some weird obsession with Hyatt America I don't understand. Like, Hyatt America has to be one of the two most boring rant people, I guess. Is that the way to say it? The most boring people I've ever come across. It's just terrible at ranting. Like, it would be more productive to watch paint dry than listen to Hyatt America. It's just painful. Okay. Darius Truxton loves Jared Genesis. Now, I do find it weird that Darius Truxton supports Jared Genesis. First and foremost, because Jared Genesis is a pedophile. Not only does he have this bizarre stance on the age of consent that it should be lowered to 12 because 12-year-olds can make decisions. Jared Genesis has these vile, disgusting, horrible Discord messages talking about disgusting acts with children. Like, just unbelievably disgusting. I don't even want to talk about it. And Jared Genesis claims to be a Christian. I don't think Darius is into Christianity. And Darius rants about virgins who live with their parents and are unemployed. Well, that's literally Jared-Genesis. So I don't understand why Darius supports Jared-Genesis. It's kind of it's alienating for someone like me because I've subscribed to Darius for years and I've heard him rant about virgins who live with their parents at 40 years of age. Now he's supporting a 40-year-old who lives with his parents. Like it just doesn't make any sense. It makes you feel alienated. So that's why I haven't been hanging out on Darius's channel in a while. Um, but yeah, okay. Speaking of Jared-Genesis and Albert, Albert, you're way worse than Jared-Genesis because as disgusting and unforgivable as Jared-Genesis and his statements are, you've actually committed crimes against children. Okay, you've been arrested for it. You literally masturbated in front of your two daughters, okay, outdoors. And thankfully, the cops came along and witnessed this. You were arrested. The police report is available to read online. It describes in detail how you were on your knees doing you know what. So you're not in any position to talk about Jared-Genesis. Okay, it's bad enough that you're a pedophile yourself. Just don't be a hypocrite about it. That just makes it worse. uh, but anyway, moving on. Xbox has no games. Excuse me, homeless man. You have no games. Like, 58 views, okay? 58 people have clicked on this video. Not a single one has changed their opinion on Xbox over you, okay? Some people have Xbox, some people don't. That's not going to change because some weird homeless man talked about Xbox. And don't even try to talk to people about video games. Your whole channel is dedicated to talking shit. There's no video games on display. You obviously don't own any video game systems or games. So don't you dare try and tell people about Xbox.